So with that, I would like to invite Theresa Mayer, CMU's Vice President for Research, to offer some welcoming remarks and to introduce our first keynote. Theresa provides leadership for the university's research enterprise and advocates for the role of science, technology, and innovation, the roles that they play nationally and globally. And last but not least, she is a great friend of the Scott Institute. So Theresa, the stage is yours.
Well, thank you, Daniel, for that kind introduction. And I can say there's never a more important time for all of you in this audience to be advocating and elevating the importance of science and technology to our economic well-being and national security. So I hope all of you will really rally as we work to elevate the important role that all of us play in our economy. Again, I also want to start by thanking the entire team at the Scott Institute for organizing what is shaping up to be just another fantastic energy week for Carnegie Mellon, and just to see all the partners here, all the students and faculty, is a testament to all of that effort. So thanks again. Again, the Institute does play a very critical role in convening different research groups on campus to collaborate on large efforts. These are not individual investigators, these are team science efforts that require advances not only in technology, but policy, economics, and beyond. And that's really a secret sauce of the Scott Institute and what it brings to Carnegie Mellon. The Institute's also built countless partnerships between industry, academia, nonprofits, and government. These partnerships are truly essential to finding solutions that broadly benefit society. And all of you are partners in this work. I'm grateful for all of you for participating, attending the talks, and engaging in this really important work. As Daniel and others have said, today is all about talking at the intersection of AI and energy. With the explosive growth in generative AI and foundation models driving unprecedented demand for energy, I think we all can agree that this is a pivotal moment in time for this very important conversation that we're having today at Energy Week. And we're better than to have this conversation than Carnegie Mellon. We are the leading AI research university in the nation. And this region is positioned, as Daniel and others have said, in a region known for its rich and abundant energy resources, programs, and industry. So it is truly a great time to be having this conversation. Let me just for a moment put this into context as we think about energy to power future data centers and what is now increasingly being called AI factories of the future. In 2022, the International Energy Agency estimated that AI and data centers consumed over 400 terawatts of energy, which was about 2% of the global energy demand. Just in next year, it's projected to be over twice that. And by 2030, close to 2,000 terawatts. And so that's, as an electrical engineer, that's just a staggering number and staggering growth. So again, given that growth, there is an urgent need and an opportunity for the private and the public sector to work together on this frontier of AI and energy research. And I think importantly, it's not just energy for AI, it's also AI for energy, and really working hand in hand across that spectrum to develop and to deploy environmentally responsible and economically feasible solutions. There are many opportunities to find new materials and processes to improve energy transmission, to store energy, and many other opportunities. There are opportunities to mitigate the impact on the environment, such as carbon capture and beyond. I'd just like to spend a moment highlighting a few examples here at Carnegie Mellon, and you're going to hear more throughout the day. We have people like John Kitchen in chemical engineering, and he's been a leader in using AI to discover new catalysts that enable cost-effective solutions to convert renewable energy into other fuels like hydrogen. That takes advantage of machine learning to study new materials. It takes advantage of investments by Carnegie Mellon, like our autonomous experimentation laboratory that's right down the street in Bakery Square. We have Shen in mechanical engineering, who's developed a thermal interface material to cool chips better than any other material available. And given that 40% of the data center power use can be attributed to cooling these chips, moving these materials to market has the potential for a transformative effect. And Emma Struble, who's in our School of Computer Science, who's been working with Salesforce and other industry partners to develop a first-of-a-kind AI energy score, a standardized framework for evaluating energy efficiency of AI models. One of the things that's really special about Carnegie Mellon is that we do not leave the implementation to others. We take that great work and spin off companies. Yesterday was an entire day devoted to bringing together industry, students, and faculty in a pitch competition. These companies can move technologies forward in ways that directly benefit society. I'd like to highlight one that was led by Larry Pileggi and his students. They launched Pearl Street Technologies here in Pittsburgh. And you probably don't know that Pearl Street Station here in Pittsburgh laid the foundation for the groundwork of the modern power grid. So what a great way to pay tribute to that. Pearl Street has revolutionized power grid analysis by drawing inspiration from the design and simulation tools and methods that have been used for decades in the computer chip industry. And that's being used to dramatically accelerate the time-consuming aspects of running interconnect studies. And so just another great example of how we take that interdisciplinary knowledge and look at ways that we can translate that into applications that are so critically important to us today. We need partners like Google, Amazon, Westinghouse, Duquesne Light, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, who are customers and investors in moving these ideas forward.